That was very instructive and educative. Can we make it a bit more louder? Thank you very much, Morris. As you heard him say, he will be joining us again later this afternoon after our lunch break for more. He'll be speaking on building generational wealth through your business. Now, we have in our midst a deputy minister in charge of works and housing, representing the actual minister who had to take leave of us because he couldn't, he had other duties to perform outside of this area. In the person of Honorable Abdullahi Abanga, he's the MP for Binduri in the Upper East region. Honorable, you're welcome.
Good morning, everyone. I'm sure we are still in the morning.
Afternoon.
Yeah. Afternoon? Okay. Yeah. So I'm here to present a message from the Honorable Minister himself, the Honorable Francis Asensu-Boakye. He is the substantive Minister for Works and Housing, and he's the MP for Bantama constituency in the Ashanti region. He wanted to be here, but some other duties has taken him away, and so he sends his regards and want to render an apology for his absence in this all-important program. Maurice, I enjoyed your presentation, and I'm sure we'll need more of that, because the act that was passed, government is thinking about it, about how to implement it. And I was just speaking to Vicky that in that process, we will need some professionals to help us to be able to set up the structure and get it implemented, because we believe that there is some good things in there that can help our economy in the whole value chain. So maybe after this program, we may have to talk and see how we can develop some relationship. So good morning again, and members of the African Real Estate Professional Associations, distinguished invited guests, global media partners, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me pleasure to be here with you this morning on the maiden edition of the African Real Estate Conference and Expo, which is being hosted in Ghana. I am honored to be given this platform to deliver an address as a special guest for the conference on the theme, Opportunity to Innovate and Optimize. I will begin by extending a warm welcome to all the stakeholders and guests gathered today, both physically and through the virtual platform. On behalf of the people of Ghana, I wish to express our gratitude for the conference, the confidence placed in Ghana to host this maiden conference. Let me also congratulate the leadership of the Ghana Real Estate Professionals Association for taking up this challenge, and also for the immense contribution you are making towards the advancement of global network for sustainable real estate markets in Ghana. Certainly, the Ministry of Works and Housing is always happy to be associated with such events, as it creates an opportunity to share experiences and network with industry players, and also promote continuous growth and development of the real estate industry. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we all attest to the fact that the enormous development being experienced within the real estate sector across the continent show the interest of developers and an expansion of markets for lending. At the Africa Property Investment Summit held in August this year, it was indicated that Africa's real estate sector is growing. And is driving the continent's economic recovery forward with more than $800 million deals taking place in the year 2021. This clearly suggests that there are attractive opportunities in the African real estate market and the steady growth over the past years, which raises the question concerning the prospect for the sector in the coming years. This notwithstanding, the African real estate markets have traditionally lagged behind developed and many developing economies. The lack of proper documentation, digitization, and trust continue to limit the ability of the relevant stakeholders to add value. Collateralize and trade in property in Africa. In view of this, it is essential that relevant stakeholders make concerted effort to adapt policies, structures, and tools that will unlock the vast potentials of African real estate. Indeed, the global trends of urbanization, population growth, demographic characteristics, and technology have and will continue to influence the growth trajectory of the African real estate. It must be indicated that rapid urbanization has outpaced economic development in most of the regions of the African continent, resulting in spiked demand for safe While a number of initiatives have been taken up by several countries, the situation largely remains uncertain. Notwithstanding this, there are many reasons to view the real estate market in Africa positively. Economies are growing, demographics are improving, and there is increasing political stability. The stock is improving, and many markets are becoming attractive investment destinations. There are, of course, inherent risks which must be considered. However, investors who are prepared to plan for the future, be creative, and take long-term investment will be assured of good returns. Ladies and gentlemen, from a more general perspective, there are steps that are necessary to raise the attractiveness of markets for investment, and this includes improved information availability, due diligence, robust legal framework, transparency in valuation, and registration of property. Easier capital repatriation and the development of local mortgages markets, and many more. Therefore, recognizing the need to regulate the operations of real estate dealers and other intermediaries to adhere to international best practices, our ministry submitted a real estate agency bill to Parliament for consideration and approval in 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to inform you that Parliament has since passed the Real Estate Agency Act 2020, Act 1047. The Act seeks to regulate real estate agency practices, the conduct of real estate practitioners, commercial transactions, including the sale, purchases, rental, and leasing of properties. The goal is for the sector to prohibit unlicensed persons other than those authorized or exempted under the Act from engaging in real estate transactions. Ladies and gentlemen, the expectation is that the implementation of the provision of the Act will go a long way to plug the avenues in which real estate transactions are used to launder money, including the prohibition of the use of cash for real estate transactions. Similarly, the review of the Rent Act 1963, Act 220, which has considerable level of bearing with the real estate sector, is seriously on the agenda of government. The proposed review of the Rent Act will make provisions for a tenancy system which will compel landlords and property owners to conduct proper checks on tenants before renting out their properties. It is envisaged that the full implementation of the new proposed Rent Act, together with the digitization of the Rent Control Department, would help create a database of landlords, tenants within the real estate market. Ladies and gentlemen, in concluding, high yields and projected growth make the sub-Saharan African real estate market appealing to both developers and their lenders. While there are risks and hurdles to overcome, with determination, careful planning, proper due diligence, and sensitivity to the time and cost pressures involved, there is opportunity to reap substantial rewards. I thank you very much for your attention, and thank you for this opportunity on behalf of my minister. Thank you.